Everyday happiness. What is that? And how to achieve it? You know, a lot of coaches and such, they talk about positive psychology, how it's all a choice and you just have to think positive and stuff like that. And I don't really buy that. I will tell you more about why I don't buy that completely as a strategy. And I will share with you my view and my experience of how to achieve everyday happiness. I am Gitte Olesen. I am Danish. My channel is all about personal growth, meaningful life, and everyday happiness. If this resonates with you, please support my very new and small channel, and I will make more content like this for you. I do not claim to have the ultimate truth. We all have our own truths, but I will share with you my perspective, my personal experience, and see what resonates. Maybe you can get inspired. Okay, about positive psychology. You know this theory that you just have to think positive? One, I think, good luck with that. We have about 60,000 thoughts in 24 hours, and probably about 98% is unconscious. And here is where you can start thinking about Carl Gustav Jung and shadow work. So the reason why I don't buy into that strategy as a sure and true theory is that I think there is a big risk of bypassing. If you don't think about cleaning up, and if you don't do your inner work and deal with whatever issues you might have, I think it's going to catch up. And I think it's going to catch up. It's going to be a pretty theory and, excuse my language, sugar on shit. And I don't reckon it's going to work long term, because the things you haven't dealt with, you know, what you resist, persist. So it's kind of like going from the outside in. I believe in going from the inside out. If you make it from the inside out, it's yours forever, because it's not really connected to what is happening around you and how you are able to do this or that. If you find the happiness within as a natural inner state, then it's yours forever. And it's still not that I say I'm a saint and I don't have issues and I never feel sadness or frustrations or anger or whatever. I feel all that sometimes. But it doesn't swallow me up. It doesn't totally own me. And I am not neglecting bad things happening in the world. And I can also be afraid of things. And a lot of terrible things are going on in the world, on the political scene, and people hating on each other and wars and stuff, you know. And I do choose not just to think positive, but I choose to dose it carefully to protect my nervous system. And it's not either or, you know. I can realize and recognize the bad things that are going on, and I can still see the sky is blue, The beach is beautiful, and so is the relationships I have with people I love in my life. I can still see the beauty in the flowers. So what is your view on this? What is your experiences? Have you tried maybe the positive psychology thing? It's not that I'm totally discarding it. I actually think that everything is a kind of a piece of the puzzle, that everything has some part of the truth from one perspective. So I believe in the inner happiness, and then using some of the other strategies as maybe strategies to protect yourself and not get totally immersed into fear, anger, frustration. Everyday happiness. I have found that the last couple of years I have just naturally had this everyday happiness, gratefulness, appreciation, and joy in my heart. Kind of every morning when I wake up. It's not that I walk around being one big smile all the time. It's like, it's more like an undercurrent of satisfaction and, yeah, all those things I just said packed into one. And I feel like it has, it's been a process of something that feels like true nature, deep within, true nature, emerging, unfolding. And I have this feeling and belief that the more I have been weeding in my garden, not literally, but probably would be good for you as well, but the more I have been weeding out in patterns that don't work for me anymore, the more I have been cleaning up inside, the more personal growth, the more personal development, the more conscious living, the more it kind of makes room for something else to grow and unfold, which is like, I think it's a good picture with the gardening. The more weeding you do, the more cultivating you do on the soil, the more room it makes for fruition of the flowers. You know, I'm not a saint. I do have issues. I do experience things that don't go so well, and I deal with that. But I still have this undercurrent, like a continuous flow of everyday happiness. And I really think it's kind of a natural state. The more, also because the more personal development, the more weeding out things that don't work for me anymore, the more old wounds, old traumas I have healed, the more room there is for this happiness. I think it's my best way to describe it. And also, you know, this saying about your relationship with other people will never be better than the relationship you have with yourself. And I think the same goes for this actually. Like, I do have a lot of things in my life to be happy for. I have my beautiful cat Feta. I have my beautiful van Daisy. I have my beloved husband, my kids, my granddaughter. I live in a beautiful place. All kinds of things like that. But I also think that it's like a mirror reflection of the way I feel inside, and then it kind of creates maybe a synergy. Um, so it kind of makes everything even better. But if I hadn't done my inner work, one, I don't think I would appreciate it as much. Two, I'm not sure I would have been able to create it. Because, it's not something that has just fallen from the sky, been given to me. I have created this life that I really enjoy. The inner happiness that I have felt the last few years is not a strategy. It's not something I have decided, now I'm going to do this, now I will choose this. It really truly feels like something that has unfolded, kind of as a byproduct of the work I have been doing with myself. It feels like, because in the last few years, of course, I have had frustrations as well, but I have really felt that I haven't lost this undercurrent of everyday happiness. I haven't lost it. It has still been there. Sometimes the issues that I have experienced has been like swirls on top of the surface. Sometimes it's even been, a wave. But the undercurrent, I feel I can trust the undercurrent as a natural state of being. Isn't that wonderful? I will give you some. Here you go. And if you have experienced that, if you have that experience, you can share that back with me. We can co-create. And, about the bad things going on in the world, hateful trolls on the internet, wars happening, things where I can feel I don't have the direct power to influence it. But we can make the world a better place from the shoes where we stand. You can do it from the shoes where you stand, and I can do it from here. Share more goodness in the world. Let it sprout from the ground. Let it sprout from the ground in the north of Denmark. Let it sprout from the ground in Texas, Tennessee, in Honolulu, in China, wherever. You see what I mean? Will you do that with me? See, look at this. Look at this. I have been walking around here on the beach, filming, and since I left Feta inside, I wanted to lock the door, and now I will unlock it. Okay. Se, Feta. Ups, du skal lige have snor på. Snor på, Feta. You must have your leash. There is a doggy next door. There is a doggy in that van. So he gets a little bit afraid because there was humans. There was strangers at the beach. So he gets a little bit frightened. I have a big desire in co-creating and connecting with like-minded people out there. and create a community. So really feel free to leave a comment. And also, I would so much like to hear from what country are you listening. So please leave that in a comment. Where are you? I am in Denmark, an hour outside Copenhagen, on the coast, in a small village called Tisvildeleje. This is my hood. I grew up here. I've been to a lot of other places in the world and also lived in Copenhagen when I was a young girl, young woman. But now I'm back, and look at this beautiful environment. We have the huge, long, nice, wide beach, and the forest is right behind me.
Thank you very much for watching.